All right, guys, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. It is time for another review for you. This is the Hogue Mysto. This is the Hogue Collector Series. And wow, there. Oh, focus. Man, struggle is real, guys. There we go. Manual photo CPM Magnacut. I don't know why it just says CPM. It doesn't say Magnacut. Oh, it's manual folder. That's interesting. 3.4 inch clip point tumbled titanium, but we will show you right here, just simply because it didn't say. There we go, CPM Magnacut. All right, well, so I picked this up at Smoky Mountain Knife Works a while back. And by the way, this is the Knives Fast channel. I almost forgot to tell you guys. If you're new around here, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And definitely comment and like the video. Stick around and watch more on the channel. And again, I paid $3.29 for this at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And it's a really cool knife. But the main reason I bought this knife was I've heard so much about heat treatment and Magnacut and how important it is. So I just wanted to put this one through the paces in Magnacut. I'm told Hogue's treatment has been tested by Brian over at Brian, you know Brian, the guy that tests all the steel. I'm blanking on his, oh, come on, Transparent Knives. And Brian has tested their Magnacut as 63, which I find to be pretty dang good for me. Now, this guy, as you can see, is a titanium handle, and it is contoured with the effect of these great chamfers. It has this gorgeous milling pattern. I really like it a lot. Now, you have bead blasted titanium with black hardware. It is tooled on both sides. You do have your access bar in black as well, but you have a stone-washed, it looks like, let's see, yep, stone-washed loop over clip that is not all the way down, as you can see. And it's about that much sticking out of the pocket. It is reversible. I find it interesting that they did not put screws in here. They did not put a filler plate in here for a $329 knife, which I do realize now is selling now closer to $275 and lower in some cases. But still, I would think you would put a filler plate. I would, but that's just me. So beautiful knife. You do have red back barrel spacers, I should say. You have some jimping right back here, and you have jimping up here on the spine. Just a great size as well. And then we open this guy up, and we see what I would call a drop point or a spear point blade. We'll see what they say on the listing here in a moment. I'm going to tilt this down just a slight bit so you can get a better look at it. There we go. Beautiful knife. And look, you've got a red, wow, words aren't working today. You've got red thumb studs. It does say Hogue USA on the bevel there. And you do have a beautiful swedge. And again, Mysto in Magnacut. And I'm pretty sure this is somebody's logo. We'll find that out here in just a moment as well. And go from there. Now, another thing that's interesting is you've got the cutout back here for the clip, but there's some left over. I would like to see that like fit the clip and not have this extra room back here for stuff to get caught in on the milling there. That's interesting as well. You do have a lanyard hole there as well. Now, action-wise, it is very smooth. This guy, you can see here, if we just gravity open it, super smooth. Now, if you thumb open it, you can hear it, you know, I just wish the springs were a little stronger. And when I say that, and again, it's going to be hard to demonstrate on camera, but we'll do this. The springs are not very strong. You can see, comes open pretty easily with the flick of the wrist. But, you know, it still opens pretty good. Can I fail it? Yes, I can. Drop, it is fantastic. And you can get in a real fidget rhythm as long as you give those thumb studs some strong, like you mean it, okay? I heard somebody, JD, I think, from JD for EDC, saying that the thumb studs were irritating him. Not really for me. Again, not a big deal for me. Can I middle finger flick it? I'm going to say no. Oh, I can. I can middle finger flick it. I see so many knives I forgot. But yes, I can. So that's a plus. Very, very nice. Now, ergonomically, this thing is money. Feels great in the hand. Now, you do feel the clip right there where you feel a lot of clips because it's not a very tall handle and the clip is on the lower side. So you feel that right there as you bear down, okay? You can kind of choke up a little bit on this sort of flat area here, but stay back from the blade. But it's a 4-finger grip back here. Yeah, I really feel that clip right there, okay? If it were more centered than low, I think I would like that a lot better. Good retention, and by the way, it carries extremely thin and well, good retention, good clip overall. Just, again, you feel it because it's low. Now, there is a way to sort of finesse your hand where it feels better, and I do that. Now, you have some good jimping here. You have a swedge up here, so you can't really get too far, but that's perfect. That's right where my thumb lands, so that is great. Ergonomically, I give this thing definitely a good score. Once I figure out how to sort of get around that clip and make it feel better, and that's by sort of moving this up in my hand is what I'm doing. So if it's down here, it doesn't feel good. If it's up here and I'm sort of like this, it's fine. Now, guys, we're just going to do what I've been doing. I've gone through, you see this flap right here? I've gone through at least 2, maybe 3 of these flaps cutting with this. It is a flat ground blade. There's also, by the way, a Tanto version of this. This is magic. This knife, not a lot of effort going into this cutting right now. And I could just keep going. This is, oh, whoops, and I got caught in the sharpening choil, which, by the way, is a very good sharpening choil. You can see you do come sort of close with the plunge, but it's free. It's fine. It's not a big deal, but just stay back from the choil and you're fine. And you can see this guy will just keep cutting and keep cutting. I'm going to stop right there because that's enough cutting for one video. I did cut some rope with it as well. I think I can give Knives Fast. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm going to give Hogue a major passing grade on this Magnacut. This might be some of the best, and again, and on edge geometry. By the way, beautiful stonewash finish. Edge geometry-wise, this is great. It is nice and thin. It is very, very nice on the edge geometry and the heat treatment. I'm going to give them a passing grade. You guys may say I didn't do enough. I've cut a lot. I've cut rope. I've cut cardboard. That's enough for me because that's the stuff I typically carry. Now, typical comparisons. You have the Ontario Rat 2, which is smaller, and the Ontario Rat 1, which is going to be a little bit bigger, but not much. Okay? And then we will go through the specs and wrap this guy up. Now, you're not going to find these for sale much of anywhere right now. It looks like they must be restocking from what I see. I got this at Smoky Mountain, and they, again, I paid $329.95, but they have it listed as $247.46 on sale, but it is out of stock. So it seems like they're kind of dropping, but it also seems like they're gone. So if I find a working link before I post this, I will let you know. Now the black coated Tanto one appears to be in stock for $262. Nope, it's out of stock as well. But there it is. So that one is out of stock as well. So I don't know how to help you guys. I really don't. All right, but we're gonna go through the specs here if I can get them to work. Here we go. It is a 3.4 inch blade in Magnacut, 0.11. Again, edge geometry is king. Close length is 4.14. It is an able lock. And it doesn't tell me who the designer is here. It's probably just an in-house design. and it is 3.5 ounces, and again, titanium and Magnacut. So really cool knife. Probably not one I'm hanging on to long term. As a matter of fact, I'm already talking to somebody about selling it. Because I'm not big on the spring locks. I don't hold on to a lot of Axis style locks or button locks. I just don't. It's just me. I know a lot of you love them. It's just not for me. But this is a pretty cool knife for sure. So glad I got to check it out. Hope you guys enjoy the review. And again, oh, by the way, I forgot a couple of dang things. Look at that. You're such a goober. It did come centered. Lockup is great. There is no lock rock. There is no blade play. It's fantastic. So there you go. All right, guys, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know what you think of this one, and thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.